During the last few weeks, we got some really great matches at Monday Night Raw. So I went through a lot of matches to rank the 10 all-time best matches that happened in the history of Raw. This list is a personal ranking of the matches and everyone is free to have a different opinion as well. Watch the video and do tell us how much you agree with our list. Let's jump in with number 10. Shawn Michaels vs. Shelton Benjamin. Fondly remembered for its finish that stuck around the minds of the fans. Shelton Benjamin shined throughout this match. He mirrored Michaels' skip up with one of his own, and he did some real cool athletic moves like blocking the sweet chin music with a head kick of his own. Shawn did everything in his power to make Shelton look great and strong. The match ended with the perfect super kick conclusion that forever etched this match in the minds of every wrestling fan.
Shelton landing on his feet. Oh! Is that the gimmick? He had to kick his head off.
Number 9. Ric Flair vs. Mr. Perfect. A Golden Classic match happened on one of the most earliest episodes of Monday Night Raw. The match was promoted as a career vs. career match. Mr. Perfect slapped Rick across the face, setting up the action that would follow up with intense moves and fast reversals. Curt Hennig would get the best of Flair on Raw and provide a match of the year contender. Curt Hennig delivered a perfect plex, causing Flair to lose the match and eventually leave and head back to WCW.
That's unbelievable! Idiot! Oh, put the break! Flair's career away! It's your fault!
Number 8. The Undertaker vs. Jeff Hardy. Really well, with enough hope in there to almost make you think that Jeff was going to pull it off. It even gave us an all-time classic Jim Ross call of Undertaker made the comeback and eventually retained his title, but Hardy looked tough in defeat, to the point that even The Undertaker gave him props, though him being a heel at the time. At number 7, TLC 4. Raw was the home of the 4th official TLC match in WWE history. New competitors and teams were chosen, like Spike Dudley from the Dudley Brothers and RVD with Jeff Hardy. They all challenged Kane for the World Tag Team Championship. With everyone flying around and weapons smacking on flesh, everyone took part in an awe-inspiring moment before Kane shockingly won the match alone after his partner the Hurricane got injured. Number 6. Rob Van Dam vs. Eddie Guerrero. This clash between Eddie Guerrero and Rob Van Dam began with a quick pace. Both men dodging and kicking until their match devolved into a brawl. Bones were smacked against the steel again and again. Both RVD and Guerrero took big risks, which helped in telling the story of the match. It's a pretty overlooked classic ladder match which is nearly not talked enough about. It's a contest full of action, with Van Dam eventually winning the Intercontinental Championship.
And he's done it! Van Dam has done it! One hell of a wrestling match! And Van Dam...
Next at number 5, Shawn Michaels vs. Triple H. An overshadowed match in their rivalry came on the last Raw of 2003. This main event was for the World Championship. The match showed their usual excellent chemistry, coupled with some vintage Ric Flair dirty tactics. At one spot, HBK dove onto both Flair and Triple H on the outside. Both men were on fire this night to have a stellar match that ended with fans thinking that Michaels won the title. Until later it was revealed that both men's shoulders were down for a double pin. At number 4, Bret Hart vs. the 1-2-3 Kid. The 1-2-3 Kid unexpectedly challenged Bret Hart for the WWF Championship. Fans witnessed one of the best technical matches in the company's history, with the story of X-Pac almost pulling off the upset. There was an early pinfall with the Kid having his foot on the rope. The ref didn't see it and Bret insisted on restarting the match, and then things kicked into another gear. The kid surprised Bret again and again with some slick moves and reversals. By the time it came to an end, you could see Randy Savage getting up to give it a standing ovation. Number 3. Stone Cold and Triple H vs Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. This star-studded match proved out to be one of the greatest tag team matches ever. The match was extremely high-paced with a lot of action and stuff happening. This match was also infamous for the match in which Triple H injured himself and also later continued the match. The momentum swung back and forth and fans witnessed one of the finest tag team matches. The match saw Jericho and Benoit capture the WWE Tag Team Championships. This match really had the appeal for how a classic tag team match should be. Before we move to the last number 1 and number 2 match, we decided to add an honorable mention, which is John Cena vs Cesaro 2015. One of the most underrated Raw matches came during Cena's legendary US title run from 2015. Arguably the best title defense during that run happened against Cesaro, who took Cena to the limit for over 30 minutes. After a hard-fought back-and-forth battle, it produced one of the greatest matches of that year. Cena defeated Cesaro to retain his championship in an absolute masterpiece match between one of the best in-ring technicians and one of the biggest company's superstar. At number 2, John Cena vs CM Punk. Punk challenged John Cena for his title shot at Raw, which proved out to be arguably the best match the rivals ever had. Cena and Punk produced an extraordinary bout in which they threw their best shots at each other for nearly 27 minutes, with Punk even hitting a rare pile driver. Cena dodged Punk's top rope elbow and proceeded to stun his opponent with a standing Frankensteiner. The best. On Monday Night Raw. And at number 1, Shawn Michaels vs John Cena. WWE booked a non-title match that lasted 55 minutes for one of the longest matches in Raw's history. They go on to have a killer match which was Cena's best match yet. Their battle began with a lot of mat wrestling, starting at a slow pace but building to an exciting finish. The match ended with Michaels avoiding the FU before delivering the sweet chin music on his rival to score a huge victory.
You tonight. Look at that! And Michaels. Oh, yes! Cover! Oh, yeah! Michaels wins!
So this was the list of the 10 greatest Monday Night Raw matches ever. I hope you enjoyed watching the highlights of those matches, and do tell if I missed any or if you'd rank these matches different. Thanks for watching and do subscribe.